The void was silent, but it was not peaceful. It was the kind of silence that pressed against the mind, heavy and suffocating, as if the universe itself was waiting for something terrible to happen. Far beyond Earth's orbit, where the faint blue glow of the planet faded into darkness, humanity's greatest warship drifted with controlled power. The Ark Nexus, a colossal machine built not just for war, but for survival. Its armored hull stretched across kilometers, layered with advanced shielding that shimmered faintly in the starlight. Inside, hundreds of crew members operated with tense precision, their eyes locked on screens that showed one undeniable truth. They were not alone. Commander Zayn Malik stood at the center of the command deck, his hands clasped behind his back. His face was calm, but the tension in his eyes told a different story. "Report." A young officer turned, his voice slightly unsteady. "Sir, long-range scanners have detected an unidentified object. It's massive and closing fast." Zayn didn't move. "Visual." The main screen flickered, static dancing across it for a brief moment before clearing. At first, there was nothing. Then, slowly, the darkness shifted. Something was there, something enormous. It emerged like a shadow coming to life, its form unnatural, its structure unlike anything human technology could replicate. It didn't look like metal. It pulsed, as if alive, glowing veins of green and violet energy crawling across its surface. "Sir, that's not a ship." Zane's eyes narrowed. "Designation?" "Assigning Zargoth Prime." A low hum vibrated through the Ark Nexus, as if the alien presence itself was affecting the ship. "Sir, we're receiving a signal. Put it through." The officer hesitated. "It's not coming through communication systems." Before he could finish, the voice came. Not through speakers, not through any known system. It spoke directly into their minds. "Humans, your existence is no longer required." Several crew members gasped. One collapsed to his knees, gripping his head in pain. Zayn stood firm. "Transmit response. This is Commander Zayn Malik of the Earth Defense Fleet. You are entering restricted space. Withdraw immediately." There was a pause, then. "Earth is no longer yours." A chill spread through the command deck. "Shields up." Energy fields flared around the Ark Nexus, glowing brighter as defensive systems activated. "Sir, they're charging weapons." Zayn's voice remained steady. "Hold position." The alien ship pulsed once, then it attacked. A beam of blinding green energy tore through space and slammed into the Ark Nexus. The impact shook the entire ship, alarms blaring instantly. "Shields at 83%. Stabilize systems. Return fire." Human weapons ignited in unison. Blue-white lasers and plasma bursts surged toward the alien vessel, exploding against its surface. But when the light cleared, nothing. No damage. "Sir, their shields absorbed everything." Zayn exhaled slowly. Of course they did. Suddenly his vision blurred. Flames, screams, earth burning. He staggered slightly. "Sir, they're in our heads. Stay focused." The voice returned, colder this time. "We see your fear." Zayn clenched his fists. "Then you're looking at the wrong thing." The alien vessel pulsed again, brighter than before. "This is your final warning. Leave or be erased." Silence filled the bridge. Every eye turned toward Zayn. He stepped forward. "We are not leaving." The response came instantly. "Then you will be forgotten." Energy surged violently around the alien ship. "Unknown weapon charging." "Evasive maneuvers." The Ark Nexus moved, thrusters firing as it attempted to shift position. But it wasn't enough. A massive wave of energy erupted outward, engulfing everything in blinding white light. For a moment, time seemed to stop. Then, impact. The Ark Nexus was thrown into chaos. Explosions ripped through its hull, sections of the ship tearing apart under the force. Hull breach detected. Engine failure. Multiple casualties. Zayn was thrown to the ground, pain shooting through his body. Blood trickled down his forehead, but he forced himself up. Report. Critical damage, sir. We can't survive another hit like that. Zayn looked at the alien ship, untouched, unstoppable. Options, a voice answered from behind. There's one, but it's a suicide mission. Zayn turned. Explain. An experimental EMP core. If we can get it inside their ship, it might disable their systems. Might? Yes, sir. And the pilot? Silence. Zayn nodded. I'll go. Sir, no. That's an order. Minutes later, a small insertion pod launched from the Ark Nexus, speeding toward the alien vessel. Inside, Zayn sat in silence, his breathing steady. If this fails... He didn't finish the sentence. He didn't need to. The pod approached the massive alien structure, dwarfed by its scale. Then, an invisible force seized it, pulled it inside. Zayn was thrown forward as the pod was absorbed into the alien ship. Darkness surrounded him. Then light. He stepped out into something that wasn't a ship at all. The walls moved. The air felt alive. A presence filled the space. And then it appeared, a tall, thin figure with glowing eyes. You came willingly. Zayn raised the device. I came to end this. He activated it and froze. His body locked, his mind flooded with images. Destruction, extinction, suffering. We control thought. Zayn's hands trembled. No. With every ounce of strength he had, he screamed and triggered the EMP. Energy exploded outward. The alien ship shook violently. Outside. Sir, their shields are down. Fire everything. Human weapons struck again. This time, they broke through. The alien ship trembled. For the first time, it was vulnerable.
The moment the alien defenses collapsed, the Ark Nexus unleashed everything it had left. Beams of energy tore across the surface of Zargoth Prime, explosions blooming like fire in the darkness of space. Fragments of alien material broke away, drifting into the void like dying embers. Inside the command deck, the tension shifted into desperate determination. Direct hits confirmed! Targeting critical structures! Keep firing! But the victory was fragile. Sir, their systems are coming back online. The words cut through the room like a blade. What? They're regenerating, adapting again. The alien ship pulsed, its surface beginning to repair itself, glowing brighter with each passing second. It was evolving. This isn't over. Inside the alien vessel, Zayn struggled to stay on his feet. The EMP had weakened everything, but not enough. The creature still stood, damaged but alive. Impressive, human. Zayn let out a weak breath. Yeah, I get that a lot. The walls around him began to shift, slowly healing, reforming. We adapt. Zayn's expression hardened. Then I'll have to finish the job. His eyes moved toward the center of the structure, the core, a massive sphere of unstable energy, pulsing with terrifying power. If that was destroyed, everything would end. The creature stepped forward. You would destroy yourself? Zayn gave a faint smile. You still don't understand us. Outside, the Ark Nexus shook under renewed pressure. Energy spike detected inside the alien ship. Fall back! Thrusters fired as the damaged ship attempted to retreat, but it was too late. Inside, Zayn walked toward the core, each step heavier than the last. Memories flooded his mind. Earth, people, life. This is worth it. The creature moved, trying to stop him. Stop! Zayn didn't hesitate. He reached the core, placed his hand on its surface. "For humanity." He pushed. The reaction was immediate. Energy surged violently, tearing through the structure of the alien ship. The walls began to collapse, the entire vessel shaking as the core destabilized. Outside. "Massive overload detected! Pull back now!" The Ark Nexus struggled to escape the blast radius. Then, everything erupted. A blinding explosion consumed Zargoth Prime from within. The massive ship folded in on itself, its structure breaking apart in a chain reaction of energy and light. For a moment, space itself seemed to vanish. Then silence returned. The Ark Nexus drifted, heavily damaged but intact. "Scan for threats." A pause. "Nothing, sir." The alien ship was gone. Zayn was gone. But Earth still remained. And sometimes, that is victory. Far beyond the wreckage, deep in the darkness of space, a faint signal pulsed once, then disappeared, as if something, somewhere, had survived.